everybody, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. So today I have my October wrap up and haul for you guys. So I only bought two months this past book. Perfect. I only bought 2 books this past month, but they were both books that I had originally checked out from the library and read them and loved them, so then went on and purchased them. So they will be included in my wrap up. So I read 2 really amazing books and then 3 books that are part of a series that I will explain in a minute. But yeah, let's just get into it. So the first book we have is So Many Beginnings by Bethany C. Morrow. This is a Little Women remix. It's not a retelling. It's more if the March family and the March sisters were all Black women who lived during the Civil War era. So same time. So this takes place in 1863, just like the Little Women original book does. And it follows the 4 March sisters as they live in this freedmen's colony and try to figure out how to, I don't know, survive isn't really the word that I'm looking for, but like how to live in a newly freed society and what that kind of looks like for each of them. So I really, really loved this book. I've read Little Women, I think twice before, and I absolutely adore the 2019 movie directed by Greta Gerwig. And so I was super excited when I heard that this was getting made into a cool book. And Bethany C. Morrow also wrote is it A Voice in the Water? A Song Below Water. And I didn't really like her writing style in that one, but I really did in this one. I think just that the other one, there was too much like magical things that didn't get explained well enough for me, and I found myself confused. But this one, there was no magic, so like I didn't have that problem. I really loved the fact that each of the girls had different names. So like Amy's name is actually Amethyst and Beth's name is actually Bethlehem, which I thought was like so interesting and not something that I would have like considered, which is obviously good that I didn't write this book. It was really cool seeing how like the parallel stories between the original Little Women and this remix, and kind of finding those parallels of like, oh, this person is this character, and oh, here's where like this specific thing happens. And it was just so good, and I love the sisters and just their sisterly like bond and their friendship like so much, and it was really fun to read, and I just really enjoyed it, so then I went and bought my own copy. Next up, we have a book that I fell in love with, and that is The Flatshare by Beth O'Leary. This is her debut novel from 2019, and it follows these 2 main characters who share a bed but have never actually met. So we have Leon, who works at a hospital during night shifts, and then he spends the weekends at his girlfriend's place. He's in need of a little bit of extra money, so he puts out an ad in the newspaper or whatever for somebody to help to rent out his room. So the other main character's name is Tiffy, and she's coming out of a bad relationship and needs a place to stay that's cheap. She finds this place, which ends up being Leon's apartment, and she works a job at a publishing company, so she works a classic 9 to 5. So while she's away at work, he's there and sleeping, and then he leaves before she comes back. So they end up sharing this 1-room apartment together without having actually met each other first. It's so freaking cute. Like, this book is so fun. It alternates point of views between Tiffy and Leon, and so you get just their different personalities in the writing style itself, which is super cool. So Leon's chapters aren't necessarily like full complete sentences, because that's not the way that he thinks. He thinks very like succinctly, and it's very like short and to the point, but you still get that like you still understand like what he's doing and stuff. So it's a little not off-putting exactly, but like a little jarring when you first start it, but oh my goodness, it's so good. And so you just have these 2 people who are learning to live with another person, and they start to learn about the other person just by leaving notes for each other. So you have this clash of like a loud personality versus in Tiffy, versus Leon, who has like a much quieter personality, and eventually, of course, they end up meeting and falling in love, and there's a lot of things going on, and it's so cute and super good and would make such a good TV show or a good movie. Like, oh my goodness, it's so incredible. So super cute and fun, highly recommend it. And then the last 3 books that I read in the month of October are the next 3 books in the Wings of Fire series. So this is the second series of the Wings of Fire. So the first one is like the Dragonette Prophecy, and this one, I don't even know what this like series is called, but it's the next group of 5. So I'm currently reading the 4th one right now. So we have Moon Rising, Winter Turning, and Escaping Peril. So finished all 3 of these. I really enjoyed this series. My sister got me into them and she really loves them, so it's been super fun to read a series that she really loves. They're children's books, but they're super cute, and also they're intense. Like, they're funny and like definitely a child level, and so they're pretty easy to just fly through. Honestly, I finished them pretty quickly. Like, I finished Escaping Peril all in one day. So they're, yeah, not hard to read, but like they get intense. And it's cool seeing like all these different dragons and their different powers and things, because you have a couple of dragons have a couple of secrets going on too. So it's super fun. And it's also really interesting seeing how the world is different after the events of the first 5 books, after the prophecy has kind of happened, and so like the big war that was happening in those books is over now, and so you have all of these tribes of dragons trying to figure out how to live in a time where there isn't all this war. So yeah, it's super fun. Like with the other series, you have a different main character every book, and so like actually they're all in the title. So we have Moon, Winter, and Peril are all main characters, and it's just super good. I don't really know what else to say about it. But yeah, that's it. That was all of the books that I read in the month of October. Comment down below, let me know if you've read any of them and what your thoughts were on them. I'd love to chat with you in the comments. So yeah, thanks again for watching. If you want to follow me on social media, all my links will be in the description as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!